Hey guys, this is Fang VA here, coming at you with another Sonic Tuesday video. And of course, if you're new here, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that bell button. And if I sound annoyed, I am.
Yeah, he is.
I need to start recording earlier in the day. This recording at night, especially since I've been going to bed kind of early, isn't really helping me much.
I know.
So if I do long pauses, they will be edited out.
Yep, because good old editor Chen will get them edited.
And I will say this video may piss a lot of you off. I'm just gonna warn you guys right now.
Yeah, it might.
So if you're new here, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. I think I already said that.
Oh, that's fine. It's okay.
And I know that there's a percentage of you that hasn't subscribed yet, so definitely do so if you want to see more from me.
Yeah, especially if you guys keep watching his stuff. Yeah,
but you know, I know how YouTube works. You know, if you just click my videos when they pop up, then that's fine too.
Yeah, so, exactly.
This video was definitely inspired by something that happened in my Discord, to where someone mentioned that Sonic Adventure has been in front of our eyes the whole time, which is Sonic Frontiers.
Yeah.
And then I offered my own opinion, and then another friend of mine offered their opinion, and technically, that other friend was correct, and in a way, I was correct as well.
This is very true. Yeah.
Yeah, so let me just start off like this. If Sonic Adventure 3 were to get announced today, I would be hyped, right? Because it's a new Sonic game.
It's a new Sonic game.
Number two, I would be happy for the Sonic fans that dare to not play a Sonic game since Sonic Adventure 2, but at the same time, you guys can finally shut up when it happens.
That as well, and I also kind of feel, in a sense, sorry for them, because they kind of missed out on some good games.
They really did, which I'll be getting into that whole thing in this, as well.
Yeah, because they really did miss out.
So, let's start off by me saying this. I love Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, but I never felt the need to want a sequel so bad. Considering, technically speaking, we've had sequel games to Sonic Adventure 2, even if they may or may not have had the same gameplay style. You know, Sonic Heroes, they use adventure-like stuff in there. Technically speaking, it technically continues from Sonic Adventure 2 because they find Shadow again after Shadow fell from Earth.
Yep, Rouge ends up finding him and Omega.
Yeah, you know, that game had very adventure-like aspects. Even though that it didn't have the gameplay and it played more like a classic game. Like a classic Sonic game. But there's nothing wrong with the classic Sonic gameplay either.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
And then of course you have Sonic 06, which yes, I'm gonna bring that up because because that is one of the biggest debates in this fandom, is if Sonic 06 is truly Sonic Adventure 3 or not.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, yes and no. No, because the name isn't Sonic Adventure 3. Sonic 06 Sonic 06 started off as a reboot of the Sonic franchise.
Yep.
That's why Shadow is a lot more heroic in that game.
That is very true.
But they changed it.
Yep.
Which, in my opinion, I think that was for the better, because even to this day, I still like the Sonic 06 stories.
As do I. I really do.
Flaws and all.
Yep.
But you can clearly tell what they were going for with the gameplay. Because let's see, you have power-ups, you have a hub world, you have these big detailed levels.
That was
what does that remind me? Oh wait, multiple playable characters. Hey, oh wait, you're fighting a god? Oh wait, Eggman is also helping you out. What does that sound like? Oh geez, I don't know, the Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, pretty much?
Yeah.
My god, the freaking one Sonic game that people hate has more in common with Sonic Adventure than any other game has?
I mean, you aren't wrong on that. It really does.
I mean, yes. Technically speaking, it has more in common with Sonic Adventure 1 because of the hub worlds. Sonic Adventure 2 didn't have hub worlds.
That is true.
But now again, if someone brings up the whole Chow Garden thing, keep in mind, the Chow Garden was actually a tech demo in the first Sonic Adventure. That's all it was supposed to be. They weren't expecting for it to take off the way it did. Although, I will say this, I do appreciate them continuing on the Chow Garden with Sonic Adventure 2. And Sega, please bring that back.
Give us another Chow Garden. I miss it.
I want to see a true expanding on the Sonic Adventure 2 Chow Garden.
Oh, yes.
Or B, I don't know, like maybe put one on maybe like do one for your smartphones.
Yeah, because everybody's smartphones can handle that.
I mean, hell, they can do they can do like a Pokemon Go style thing. With
That
Chow.
is true, they could.
But, anyways, we're getting off topic here.
Back to Sonic 06.
You know, other than not having pretty much a dedicated Chow Garden, everything else kind of stacks up.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, does it really matter if a freaking Sonic Adventure 3 is called Sonic Adventure 3?
That's a good question.
In my opinion, no.
Yeah, I can see your point of view from that, because it technically doesn't need to be called Sonic Adventure 3 to feel like Sonic Adventure.
Exactly, because look at Sonic Mania. A lot of people consider that as the true Sonic Hedgehog 4, but it's not Sonic Hedgehog 4.
No, Sonic Mania, and it takes place after Generations. But yeah, Sonic 06 has a lot of adventure-esque stuff in it.
But, you know, since I know that people are going to try to debate me with that too, you know, guys, a lot of the stuff in this video is my opinion. If you think that Sonic 06 isn't Sonic Adventure despite being very freaking similar to it, actually, correction, not being similar to it, it is basically Sonic Adventure 3. That's basically what Sonic 06 is. Then, hey, I mean, in my opinion, I stand on this debate that yes, it is definitely, if it's not Sonic Adventure 3, it's definitely a spiritual successor to Sonic Adventure.
Yeah.
At most, it's that then. At most.
Yeah, at most it is that. I agree with you on that. Because these are our opinions, guys. We're allowed to have our own opinions.
And, like, Sonic Unleashed, that game started out as Sonic Adventure 3. But because of the innovations they were doing, it became its own
thing. Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I'm glad Sega doesn't stay in the past and try to, even though that I find it annoying that they always change up gameplay style all the time, at least it gives you a fresh
game
to play.
Yeah, fresh game and fresh feel to the game.
You know, because look at what happened with the Pokemon community.
Oh.
They suffered. I know, they annoy me too, but hear me out. There's a reason for why they became passive aggressive.
Yeah, I think they had a burnout.
They had Pokemon fatigue because every single game was basically the same thing. I mean,
yeah.
What really kind of proved that was that people have been asking for Gen 4 remakes. And because of the fact that they announced Pokemon Legends Arceus in the same freaking presentation, all of a sudden, people became more interested in Legends Arceus.
Yeah, instead of the Gen 4 remakes.
Which I totally get because you...
I get it as well.
Which I totally get because you have something that's different.
Yep.
It's not the same cookie cutter stuff.
Nope.
You know, and I totally get why Pokemon fans were more excited for that than, you know, the freaking Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
Because Legends Arceus is a completely different thing.
What does that have to do with what I'm talking about?
No, that's what I was talking about. It's like it's a new thing to give a fresh feel.
Oh, yeah. And for me as well, like, you know, I started watching the anime again because they started doing things differently. It wasn't the same series, just with different, you know, different, what?
They went to different...
What are those two? Yeah, friends.
Yeah.
And they gave Ash a look that's very reminiscent of the main trainers' outfits from the games.
Yep. Since he's brought up the anime, highly recommend watching Pokemon Journeys and Master Journeys.
If you guys super burn out from like the previous seasons, like I have, definitely jump into Pokemon Master Journeys. It's different.
Oh yeah, it's really different, and I'm just saying in Master Journeys in the second season, there's gonna be a lot of nostalgia feels. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, even in the freaking first season, there was already nostalgia.
Oh yeah, feels, in Pokemon Journeys, yeah, especially that one, yeah. It's just saying, me and Babe almost cried on that one.
Let's just say now, I'm not going to say that whole thing was as like emotional to me compared to Luke Skywalker appearing in The Mandalorian, but it came close.
Yeah, but anyways, back to the topic at hand.
So like, I do appreciate them changing up the gameplay for each Sonic game, and at the same, and to be honest, probably the biggest reason why I get so annoyed with the hardcore Sonic Adventure fanboys and fangirls, and I'm talking about the ones that haven't played a Sonic game since Sonic Adventure 2, is that they stay too much in the past.
Yeah, they really do. They don't need to be doing that. That's not good.
I mean, to be honest though, too, like even the hardcore classic Sonic fans, they do the same thing.
I know, and it's just like, guys, you're missing out on so much.
They think that there hasn't been a good Sonic game past Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And to the Sonic Adventure fans, there hasn't been a good Sonic game past Sonic Adventure 2.
Both fans that are doing that, on both sides there, you guys are missing out on a lot.
You guys are missing out on a lot of good games. I'm sorry. This is where I'm not trying to gatekeep and all that.
No, we're not. That's not what we're doing. We're just stating out the fact you guys have missed out on some good games.
Yeah, and to be honest, I more so pity you guys than anything. And like with Sonic Unleashed, that was a game that I remember when that game came out. A lot of people was crap talking it, but now people started to
appreciate it now.
Yeah, people started to give it a second chance, and now people really love Sonic Unleashed. People are now starting to realize, holy crap, this game is a good Sonic game.
Yeah. I'm happy for it because Sonic Unleashed deserves it.
Well, then again, you're kind of the person that doesn't look at negative aspects of games either.
True, I don't, but I do realize the flaws and stuff in them.
For me, since I don't want to say I'm the face for Sonic fans, and all that, even though technically I could be considered as such because of of what I do with my YouTube, with me being a Sonic tuber and all that. I have to look at both aspects now. I can't be like how I was to where when I was just a fan. It becomes different when you make a job based around that one thing.
You have to look at both sides of the coin there.
Yeah, which is what a lot of Ruby tubers need to start doing as well, because they kiss Mr. Keith's ass.
They really do need to do that.
Hey, I'm trying to... Don't...
I know, I'm just saying, I was agreeing with you, they really do need to do that.
And you kinda... I was going to say something else, and you kinda...
Sorry, I wasn't trying to interrupt you.
That's fine. A lot of these big Ruby tubers, they do kiss Rooster Teeth's ass a little too much. Murderer Birds, he made this video about how does it really matter if Bumblebee's can or not, and it's like he defended the Bumblebee shippers when, to be honest, the Bumblebee shippers is what is probably one of the biggest problems of the toxicity with the Ruby fan base.
You probably aren't wrong on that, because good lord, if you say something about their ship.
Now, I'm not trying to go too much off the being path here, but I do like making references to other fandoms and other series and all that when I talk about this stuff. But like, just in case people don't know what I'm talking about, pretty much Bumblebee is a ship between Blake and Yane. It's not the Transformer, even though that the Transformer Bumblebee is way more cooler than the ship.
You aren't wrong on that.
But pretty much, Bumblebee is probably some of my most bigger reasons why I dislike the direction Ruby is going into, because that's a ship that just happened out of nowhere. There's no development. People claim it was planned from the start, which they're full of shit.
That is true. They really are.
But anyways, this is about Sonic. This isn't about a possible dying show that may be having money problems, and that's why they delayed Volume 9 and had nothing to do with COVID.
Ah, yes, the little nice throw of shade there. Nice.
That's exactly what it is. How is it that Star Wars can still freaking film shit?
I know, you have a point there, but anyways, back on topic with the Sonic games.
You know, it is sad that there are fans out there that haven't gave, you know, Sonic Heroes a chance. Even though Sonic Heroes is close to what a freaking Adventure fan wants.
Exactly.
Shadow the Hedgehog is a game that is very much one of those games, like, I get why people probably wouldn't play it, because it's one of those games that is too different from, to be honest, Shadow the Hedgehog could have started a very good spin-off series where you're pretty much, I mean, if Shadow the Hedgehog did well, we could have gotten a game to where it takes place before Sonic 06, and we could have had Shadow, you know, start doing missions to find the scepter.
Yeah,
or to track down Rouge.
Yeah, I would have loved if they would have done a Sonic Shadow the Hedgehog 2. But that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, unfortunately. But, you know, it's, you know, and going back to Sonic Unleashed, is that the one criticism people gave about that game is how slow and how long the freaking Warhog missions are. Well, you know what? This is my counter to that. The freaking Emerald Hunting missions in freaking Sonic Adventure 2 could take just as long and can be just as slow.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. That's from my perspective. That's from me playing the game. If you guys had no problem with those Emerald Hunting stages, and you guys play them enough to the point that you know pretty much the basic location of where they pop up, then hey, good for you. But this is about my playing experience.
And mine as well, because they seem really slow to me too in this too.
So, if you had no problem with them, that's totally cool.
Yeah.
But for me, I had problems with them. So, if you think that the Emerald Hunting missions wasn't that bad, well, you know what? That's your opinion. I have my opinion. Let's just leave it at that.
Exactly.
You know, and to be honest, you know, I've gotten to the point with the Sonic Adventure fan base. I meme them.
This is true. He does.
And I think I even said in my server to where, like, much like how there's Dragon Ball fans that really want a Xenoverse 3. I know.
Yeah.
I find it funny now that both fandoms are so desperate for a third game for a certain series of games, and I find it funny when they complain when they don't get what they want either. And it's like, well, Sega has always said they're not making a Sonic Adventure 3 anytime soon. Bandai Namco hasn't said anything about Xenoverse 3, and plus, too, with how games are becoming more about games as a service, I feel like that's what they decided to do with Xenoverse 2.
You aren't wrong on that. I think that's what they decided to do as well.
Although games as a service normally means they're adding free updates to, like, the story and all that with their version is DLC. So it's kind of what they're doing, kind of not, you know. I do know that there's a Dragon Ball Power Hour coming up in February, so maybe they'll announce a new game there.
Yes, I think it's on the 19th.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll learn stuff about a new game, maybe, hopefully.
But, you know, at the same time, too, if a Sonic Adventure 3 were to get announced, I know I would be happy because I do love the Adventure series games.
Oh, yeah, they're fun to play.
Flaws and all, even if I do prefer the first Adventure game slightly a bit more. And that's only because of the fact that that's the Sonic Adventure game I played the most of. And not to mention, I've discovered the world of turning that game. Well, I discovered the advanced form of modding with that game to where I can literally make it the perfect Sonic Adventure game for me.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, seeing the freaking Sonic Adventure 2 Knuckles model stand next to the Dreamcast Echidna models, I come to realize it does not look good. The two styles clash a little too much for me.
They really do. You aren't wrong on that, because you show me that. They really do.
And And I'll mention too, like, I prefer the lighting of the Dreamcast Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, because the lighting looks really good.
Yeah, I love how green the grass looks in what's the place called?
It's not Emerald Coast, but
it's the hub area
yeah,
where
it's
Emerald
the
Coast is.
Yeah.
Oh my god, how am I blanking out this bad? I know what. Mystic Ruins.
Yes, that one specifically. It looks really nice, the grass does.
So it's just one of the things too, is that when I hear when people say that they want Sonic Adventure 3, what do they really mean by that? And do they mean that they just want the gameplay of it and the multiple playable characters? Well, we had that with Sonic Heroes.
We had that with
Sonic 6.
Yep. Sonic Heroes, we had what?
We had Team Sonic,
Team Dark, Team Chaotix, Team Rose. 4 different teams.
Yep. So about 12 playable characters.
Yeah, 12 playable characters since it was teams of 3. And then in Sonic 06, you had Sonic, Shadow, and Silver, each with their own different stories that intertwined.
Yeah, and then you had the some levels had it to where, like, with a Sonic story, you could play as Tails or Knuckles. With Silver, you could play as Amy. With Silver, Amy, or Blaze. With Shadow, Rouge, or Omega.
Yep, which was really cool.
Shadow, even with Shadow story, it incorporated some aspects of Shadow the Hedgehog with the whole vehicles.
That is true, it did, and I was happy that it kind of did that.
So, or B is a Sonic Adventure 3 is to where it's called Sonic Adventure 3, and it has I know what they mean by that. I'm just doing this because, like, I know, like, pretty much you guys, I know what you guys want with Sonic Adventure 3. You guys want Sonic Adventure 3, the title with the actual gameplay and the playable characters, but the main question I'm asking you here is that does it really matter if it's called Sonic Adventure 3?
In my opinion, no, not really.
No, if it features the same type of gameplay, the same type of
mechanics.
Well, not canon. Not canon.
No, I meant mechanics.
Oh yeah. Discord kind of broke you up to where it sounded like you said canon.
No, I meant mechanics.
Then in my opinion, that game is worthy enough to be called Sonic Adventure 3.
Yep.
And that's something that I think you hardcore adventure fans need to ask yourself. What is it that you guys want from a Sonic? Actually, you know what? That's a good idea for comments. Let me know what you would do if Sega came to you and asked you for some ideas for a Sonic Adventure 3. I'll start with me. I would want it to be more like the first Sonic Adventure, to where each character has its own story. I wouldn't want it to be like Sonic Adventure 2, to where you have no hub world. I like hub worlds.
Yeah, the hub world's fun.
I want the story to be serious. I wouldn't want the story to be goofy, like how a lot of recent kinds of Sonic game stories have been.
Yeah.
That's why I do appreciate Forces, because it gave us a story that we haven't had since Sonic 06. Actually, no, since Sonic Unleashed.
Yep, since Sonic Unleashed, yeah.
Now, Sonic still joked around, he still said cheesy jokes, but, they made my boy Knuckles back to how he's supposed to be.
Yeah, no, I was so happy. I was like, yes, Knuckles is back how he's supposed to be, yes!
I want them to also either throw in a power-up or to maybe make it just a basic mechanic to where you do have the boost there.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
And maybe you can upgrade the boost to make it to where it can become Mach speed.
Yeah, that's a good idea, babe, actually. Holy.
As for the main villain, I would love for them to bring back Mephiles the Dark.
Yeah, because that would be really interesting if they brought him back.
But this time, make him far more angrier than how he was in the original game.
I mean, considering he got his butt kicked by 3 hedgehogs, I'm pretty sure if he ever came back, he would not be happy.
I know that they erased time to where a lot of that stuff never happened, but no Mephiles, I'm sure it's Japanese villain logic. If the heroes forget, the villains don't.
Yep.
That's how it is.
Yep. You aren't wrong on that. Yep. But yeah, I think it would be cool if they brought Mephiles back.
Or maybe do the multiple villain concept, right? With, a proposed Sonic Adventure 3. Maybe have Neo Metal Sonic be involved. Have Mephiles.
Oh dear Lord, those two could. Oh dear Lord.
And maybe somehow have Black Doom come back.
Oh God.
Maybe a mind control Chaos.
Oh dear Lord. Yeah, Babe's going for the big shebang on that one. All four of them together, that spells disaster.
If they want to do, the biggest, the most ambitious Sonic Adventure title known to man, that's how you do it.
Yeah, because just thinking of all four of them working together and doing stuff, that spells disaster.
Now, in a lot of ways, I'm also taking inspiration from Spider-Man: No Way Home with this, because I do know in the IDW comics, Metal Sonic is still under control of Dr. Eggman. So pretty much it would have to be because Sonic has introduced the whole thing with time travel in Sonic 06 and Sonic Generations.
Oh, it would have to be the Neo Metal when he ain't under control, where he still has the
Sonic Heroes.
Yeah.
Sonic Heroes.
Where he
Mephiles can be maybe right after he does what he does to Sonic.
Could be, because that would be an interesting conversation of him appearing there and seeing Sonic, and he'd just be like, I thought I killed you.
Chaos, have it to where he disappeared after, Tickles and Chaos host some reunion at the end of Sonic Adventure.
And Black Doom. Oh, Black Dooms could be, he would appear there before the comet went kaboom.
Yep. Well, no way, because Black Doom got destroyed because of Shadow before then.
Oh, okay. So maybe before their fight with Shadow is Super Shadow.
Or maybe it could have happened right before Shadow's final blow.
That too.
But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. I want to apologize if this video seemed out of focus and all that. I try my best to make this as coherent as I can. If I need to, I will just remake this video or do a discussion stream with all you about this. But I'm more awake. But
going off a little.
And I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Later, guys.
Bye, guys.